Hello again, and welcome back to the Book Dragon's Lair. As always, my name is Ronnie, and I'm the caretaker of the Lair. So My Hero Academia, after 8 seasons and 4 movies, has finally come to an end. Well, for now at least. And we've briefly spoken about this tale, but now that the anime and manga have come to an end, I wanted to give a few thoughts on what made this show truly special. A quick overview: the world of My Hero Academia, people have quirks or superpowers, and the story follows our protagonist, Izuku Midoriya, or Deku, which becomes his hero name. And this is his tale of becoming the world's greatest hero. Again, this is not a spoiler. We find this out almost immediately in episode 1. The hero system within this world, additionally, is important because they are ranked by popularity and become celebrities. Now, this is important because it gives rise to jealousy, conflicts, and inequality that have importance within the story as the story progresses. Now, that isn't what makes the show special, though. Much like with Spider-Man, it gives a feeling that anyone can be a hero. As the Uncle Ben said, with great power comes great responsibility. But Deku doesn't reflect that. He reflects with any power comes responsibility. Deku starts the show quirkless or without any powers. And from the very beginning, he strives to do the right thing, even though he is afraid. And he does this by saving someone from a supervillain. Keep in mind that he is only 14 or 15 at the beginning of this story. And though he feels powerless, and he does the right thing. And that is by helping someone who does have a quirk, but that's his friend, and he refuses to do nothing while they're being taken. This becomes an underlying current throughout the story, especially for Deku and other characters as well. Deku is not a cool character. Far from it, in fact. But he's earnest, he's kind, and he works hard, and he wants to leave the world a better place than he found it. Through his deeds, he inherits a quirk, which is extremely rare in this story and in this world, and he becomes more powerful throughout the show. He builds community with friends, those that he helps, and these are touch points that we see throughout the show. They aren't just one-offs, and they all have importance as the story matures and the characters grow. Everything that Deku does is to be a shining example of hope and peace to the world and striving towards that goal, like his idol All Might does as well. The cool characters that are in the show, Bakugo and Todoroki, you learn that they are also very flawed and have self-doubt as well. But they are full of flavor and actualized and realized characters throughout the show. They're not just stereotypes of being cool. And this is important because through Deku doing this, it helps drive the narrative that you can grow to be a true hero from different paths and stations of life. And they both do that in their own way, along with Deku. Deku changes them throughout this story, and it's better for it. And it's not all just like happy-go-lucky. They go through a lot of trials to get to the ending as well. It feels earned. It's beautiful. The characters are rich. Battles have weight. Things that happen at the very beginning have consequences at the end. And there is loss, most importantly. With a lot of shonen, things happen and there's no loss. There is loss here throughout the show. But more importantly, there's hope. Helping your fellow man and community are the shining currents that weave through this tale. It's not about being cool or popular. It's about not about being the strongest or perfect. It's about doing your best, striving to help others, and leaving the world a better place. I repeat that because it is super important to the show. But while it doesn't feel forced, it's hammered in a lot. Even with the villains, to varying degrees, they reflect those same ideals in twisted or tainted lights, and sometimes even on the same light, just by going at it a different route by being a vigilante. The show also goes to some dark places towards the end, and Deku, trying to do everything on his own, starts to lose sight of those important things. But the things that bring him back from the brink of darkness, well, you may ask that question, but I think you know. Those things are community, hope, love, and friendship. The story takes its time, and in my opinion, ends in the only way that it can. And that's by staying true to those ideals in the story from the beginning and giving us a rewarding catharsis at the end. We can see ourselves in the story of My Hero Academia. Whether you are the popular, talented, beautiful, or powerful person, are you the underdog, hard worker, or an outcast? Do you want peace for everyone? Or even if you have self-doubt and feel lost at times? My Hero Academia isn't great because the characters are gods amongst men, and we want to be them. It's great because we are them. There's no wonder that I love this show so much. Just like earlier in the year when I watched Superman and Fantastic Four, First Steps. It's about community, friendship, hope, and maybe, just maybe, being kind is truly punk rock. I don't know. Anyway, these are just my thoughts on this beautiful, beautiful anime with wonderful representations of masculinity and no judgment and, friendship and community. Like I've said before, absolutely love this shonen. Is it perfect? No. But again, that's part of its beauty. We're not perfect. That being said, thank you all for being part of my community and the community of The Lair. Continue to do so, helping your friends, better people, to be better people, helping the world to be a better place. Go beyond. And as always, stay nerdy, Lair.